Traders! Happy Friday, everybody. What's today? Today's the 12th. You know what this weekend is? Spring ahead. So, guys, don't forget, you got to set up your clocks. But good to see you all. Welcome back. Great day yesterday. Market did unbelievable. NASDAQ stocks did unbelievable. NASDAQ outperformed more than I expected. Getting a little bit of a correction so far this morning, which is totally healthy. But you know what? My swing trades did great. I'm glad I averaged down on bought back early in the week. I think there's still some good buys there, but you can still see that there's some great opportunities out there. So anyway, welcome back, everybody. And my name is Fausto. For some of you who don't know, I see we have a bunch of new people that are going to be joining us today, and that's the reason why, and a bunch of people on YouTube, Facebook. Welcome, everyone. We're going to go over a couple of stocks that we traded yesterday. Yesterday, I just want to point out there was one stock I just want to just kind of show you something that was really, really cool, that was just unbelievable. I want to bring up this stock, TMBR, okay? I'm going to change this slide and this chart right here. I'm just going to zoom out right here. Okay, so just really quick, who actually here in the Cyber Group room traded this stock yesterday? Did anybody get this stock yesterday, TMBR? Greg, you got it. Okay, Jeff, you got it. All right. I don't know if anybody here on YouTube, Facebook Live got it. Let me just change the slide here so you guys can see a little bit better. There you go. Let me blow that up for you. And let me just take this off so you can hide, so you can see the picks, the watch list. So anyway, yeah, this stock was just like, I don't know what happened, but like right around here, around 2:30, this stock just made a huge run. It had a big run around 12 o'clock. And you could see it ran from 220 up to about 290. And then it did all this nasty shakes, you know, for give or take what it usually does. And then, you know, we have that 230 move. Right around here, it is 230. And let me zoom in a little bit bigger here so you can see a little bit better. So right around here, around the 230, it had a big pop. Right at 3 o'clock, there was a 660,000 share seller out there. I haven't seen... Listen, we see 200, we see 300, we see algorithms, you know, that pretty standard. But to see 660,000, it was like almost like 5,000 times more than the average order out there. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this guy's going to get done. And I'm sitting there, and it kept like getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. And then, bam, it took the guy out at $3. The thing just went from $3 to $3.50. I bought several thousand shares of it, and I got out. I sold it right at 440. It did go to 470, you know, but like when I was doing this shake right here, I'm like, all right, listen, I had way too many shares of it, and I got out of it. But that I just want to tell you, because it was a perfect picture, because some of you guys come here and you don't understand, you know, especially the new traders. I mean, or a new student, but the platinum students, the gold students, you know what I'm talking about. When we talk about following the money, you know, when you see something like that, you know it's a major resistance levels. But then all of a sudden you see that guy get executed. It's like, because you know what? That could happen. That could literally happen. And it was just a unbelievable, almost a, I hate to use the word guarantee, but it was like almost a guarantee it was going to go up. All right. I think the probability on that stock was like almost like 95% that it was going higher when you have that big of an iceberg order get done. So listen, the beauty about being here in the trading room is that we show you everything we're doing. You see that on level 4. You see that on our level 3. And the great thing is that it's going to happen again. There's a lot of big stocks that do move, and, you know, don't worry about it. Don't cry over spilt milk. There's a few of them out there that move. And there's a couple of the stocks that did move pretty well too yesterday too. ENG, another one. This thing ran from like 480 all the way up to about $7. And then all of a sudden it kind of died. Shocking middle day mover, which is very rare that we find. But that one, I mean, that was just unbelievable. Here's another one, LIZI. This stock literally started this morning right around, 8 and went all the way to 11. And it had that. And what's cool about this one did have, you know, that 330 move right there, right that last 30 minutes. And it did go from like 10 to 1050. Nice move. And then obviously it popped another 50 cents right into the close. And there were a couple other ones. I mean, RXL, another one that was just, just incredible. That thing just was gorgeous right here at the open. You could see it right here. It just ran from like 1560 and about an hour and a half, the thing ended up being up all the way to 1870. So yesterday was a really good day. And sure enough, I can't forget about that one too. Can, right? Thanks for telling me that, Michael. Can was another huge winner yesterday. Just out of nowhere. Look at that. 330. Actually, this thing made a big move the last 15 minutes of the close. The thing ran from 34.60, shot up to 36.50. I mean, it was just out of control. And look at that gorgeous trend. It almost looked like a ski slope. And remember that it only gets more volatile as you get closer to the close because people have orders to fill and they fill them. So you know what? I'm not expecting that to happen a day like today because we know Mondays and Fridays are not the best days to trade. Weekend, not too many earnings announcements. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, guys, you got to make a commitment. Is there any day that you want to be around in the trading room? You got to be in those days. So anyway, not to pour squeezed lemon on an open wound because that burns, right? But listen, this is the whole purpose of doing this is just kind of explain to you, what was moving yesterday, how did everything go, and what we're looking at. Because I just did an event yesterday. I did an event on Tuesday with Tom Sosnor from Tasty Works, founder of Thinkorswim. He loves coming on my show because he knows that I'm a day trader, and there's people have interest and who knows what they're doing for what they kind of style they are. We did another huge event yesterday with two other partners that we had. And then yesterday, last night, I did another one with the Brewer Group, which I was presenting for a bunch of NFL players, teaching them guys how to trade today's markets because they get ripped off, giving their money to some stockbroker or a mutual fund, and they just don't understand. I mean, they're very good at what they do, how to make money being a professional athlete, but they end up blowing it because people just take advantage of them. And I always love going in front of them because, over 70% of them lose all their money. It's like almost hitting lotto, but they understand finance. That's what helps them get better. So anyway, let's go look around. Let's see what happened for this morning. There were a couple of good stocks that are moving this morning. Rich is just right now putting in the cyber group room. He says RIDE is moving and just making a huge pop. You know what? That's so funny you brought that up because RIDE, I had it on my short list. And you know what? Look on your short list. There's a lot of them out there. And, I'm going to bring up what else I have right here. I just want to bring this up over here. Where am I? Right. So I want to bring this up. One of the big things I was talking about in those events is, looking at having a seat on the exchange. And you could see there's that big order right there, 10,000. And you know what? They were there earlier and they were getting executed. So when I slip over here, this stock has just been a great short this morning. You could see it just phenomenal from $8.30, $17 all the way down to $14. It's keep making lower lows. I mean, nice little short. Thanks for sharing that. But and you know what? The market's not even open. That's the other great thing about it. A couple other stocks that also moved pretty well this morning. We're to keep an eye on the open. NLSP did great at 8 o'clock this morning. It ran from 250 up to 650. I mean, that's unheard of, right? In a matter of 15 minutes? That's why we start at 8 o'clock in the morning. The room, and I always tell everyone, you got early bird gets the money. You heard about early bird gets the worm. Our motto is early bird gets the money over here. That one also very, very nice stock. And a couple other ones also just starting to move up. METX, another one we found this morning that had it just popped right at 8 o'clock in the morning. You could see right here how it just kind of had that big pop right here, and then all of a sudden, boom, thing had a spike. But she was holding pretty steady here for a little bit, and now she's starting to trend up a little bit. Good spread, Let's see how she opens up. The stock was a $25 stock last year. She's been trending down for a while, all the way up until July. There's one of the first days up. Stock's been holding here. As a swing trader, I just want you to understand that this stock has a big support level right around here. She's just starting to make some moves. So being a good swing trader, you got to learn how to day trade first. Always remember that. So, she could also be jumped on the day trading list. Now, I know everyone's all talking about what's going on with GameStop, right? So is this ridiculous. I'm looking at this stock and I'm like, holy crap, this thing's going back up. This thing is going, I don't know why, in a way of, because you have to understand something. GameStop is not worth $275. It wasn't worth $100. Okay. But as a professional trader, as a day trader, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just following the money. And you know what? They're doing great. So, and all of them are doing, even KOSS. I made a lot of money on that 2 days ago. Express, they're all moving. The only one's not moving is AMC. That's the only one that's not making a move. Kids just want to have fun, Lita, right? And you know what? When I was talking to, for some of you that were here for that interview with Tom Sostoff on Tuesday, and if you missed it, it's on our YouTube channel. Definitely subscribe us, like us, friend us, watch it. It's pretty cool. But I was talking about the kids, and they're saying a lot of this money that's coming, the stimulus money they'll be giving, they said half these people are going to put in the stock market. Now, last time I heard that was back in 2000. I mean, mutual funds were getting so much cash, and they didn't want to buy these companies because their PE ratios, they were like ridiculous. They're like, they're not even worth it. But it's all supply and demand. It's all supply and demand. Remember what was the famous thing in the stock market? The tulip, I forgot what it's called, the tuliptopia, something like that. Remember the tulips back in the old days were going for like, I don't know, hundreds of dollars for a bulb, because they're basically, I got to forget that picture. It's a really cool picture. But listen, it's all about supply and demand. Beanie Babies. Remember Beanie Babies? You got to pay $300. Tupopia, is that what it was called, Glenn? I thought it was one of those things. But listen, that's why people love the stock market. It's a lot, you know what? It's a lot safer. You can't get hurt, physically. You just got to be mentally focused on it. So anyway, that one, those stocks are moving pretty well. Let's go a couple of other stocks. Now, these stocks jumped on my A list. They were on my A list, and now they jumped on my B list. CFRX, they were doing pretty well this morning, and then now they're starting to back off. This one, she just started making a move right here. The CFRX stock has been really well, had a nice push. Shot up to about 850. That one, keep an eye on that one. ENTX, another one, up about 53%. She's got some major resistance levels right here, right around 650. I see it's got a big iceberg order. It's having a tough time breaking that one. We'll keep an eye on that one. GIGM, great little short. Stock is up huge. Stock was up at 7. She's starting to trend down. I don't like shorting these stocks when they're up that big, but because it's trending down. So I don't know. We'll see. It's starting to be like a ladder down. I'm going to probably even scratch this, put it on the C list. SEEL, another stock that did really well right first thing this morning at 7 a.m. But then after 8 o'clock, she kind of like flatlined. So good spread. Stock is up 31%. Let's see how she opens up, and see how that goes. And I got two more. TRCH. This one wasn't terrible, up 11%. Stock has been doing pretty well on the long-term trade. And AVEO. These are all the stocks that just came up my watch list. Now, if you look at some of these stocks, they're not crazy. They're not great. You know what I mean? Yesterday, those were great. But you always find new ones that come up. So listen, so far, I give it a 50-50 day. Totally normal. Last Friday, I'm looking at my calendar because I write down all my trades, as in like how much I made. Last week, I was flat. Okay. I was actually only down $5, actually. Believe it or not. I'm like, wait a minute, just looking at that. Is that even possible? It's like, it's like the Dow closes at like 5 points. So we'll see how it goes today. So if we see something, say something. All right, any traders, anything else that we're missing? I did not call out. Any other stocks? The ANIX, on YouTube. You know what? I saw the stock. It's okay. It's kind of flat. She kind of like spiked and then she stopped. I'll put it on my B list. Okay, but I'll take that. I'll take that shot. Omar, we already talked about those stocks. The only one I didn't bring up was the ITRM, which is kind of like flat, not really doing too much. U.S. Steel, it's been doing well. Oh, by the way, I want to bring this one up. Fox News. All right. Fox News is obviously doing pretty well. Look at this thing. I would keep a close eye on the swing trade because she's starting to be a gap fill right here. Look at that right there. Nice little gap fill. Stock, obviously, we talked about this stock about 2 weeks ago. I don't know if anyone jumped into it, but it's building a nice little Fausto flag and it's starting to do a gap fill right here. So it looks like that, Fox News, Fox Corporation is doing pretty well right there on that stock. Ride, look at that, still going lower. All right, everybody, let's get ready for the open. Listen, Josh is out today on vacation, so you're going to have me and you're going to have Rich running the room this morning. We'll see you back in the afternoon. So if you, for anybody here who wants to come and join us, if you're watching our show, just click us, like us, friend us, do a trial for $9. We'll get you in the trading room. Cyber traders, like we always say, you see something, you say something. Remember what we taught you what to look for? Follow the damn money. Ride's been looking like a really nice short so far. If it breaks this support, this thing could really fall out of. It could probably drop all the way down to 12, which would be pretty cool. All right. Good luck, everyone. Be safe. And if I don't see you, we'll see you back here on Monday. We'll be back here at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting. And don't forget to turn back your clocks. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading.